Do you want to try the pancake first?
Sure.
Okay, this is the new griddle cake pancakes, and we're gonna try these, so let's dig right in. Ooh, they're crispy. I cooked these in the toaster oven.
Oh, wow.
So they have like a crispness to them.
But still soft.
Ooh.
Those are actually really good.
Really good. I need to eat the rest. Okay. I'm like, this is too good to not eat. There's no instructions on the toaster oven about how long to cook this, so I just toasted it for like the amount of time my toaster sets for, and it's perfect. Crispy on the outside, really soft on the inside. I used just a little bit of syrup, and wow.
I agree. I think the texture on the outside with the softness on the inside is great. It's really good.
I mean, these are like restaurant quality, I'm telling you right now. Wow. If you like pancakes, you've got to give these a try. If your kids like pancakes, you're going to buy more than one. All right, now that we just got our hot food tasting out of the way, welcome back to this week's Trader Joe's haul. We are excited to try some snacks. We had our breakfast, so now we're on to our lunch. And actually, we have another breakfast item, the overnight oats that we're gonna try next. But before we do, make sure to thumbs the video up and subscribe if you haven't yet already. And yeah, that's it. Let's continue to eat.
All right. Ooh, baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight. Believe in the magic.
It's the dog's turn to try the cutest little holiday peanut butter flavored dog treats. And Benson is gonna give the dogs their treats. So Benson, are you gonna give Sunny a treat first? Good girl. Luna? Let's see, Sunny. How do you like it, son? The kitty cats are gonna get treats next. All right, Sunny loves it. Is that good, son? Luna, you gonna eat your peanut butter treat? Oh, Luna likes it too. She's the picky dog, so you know. Oh, all right, do you like it? Yeah, she does. She's eating it, okay. 2 thumbs up, 2 paws up from the dogs. Now it's the cat's turn. I'm gonna give them treats right now. All right, so the kitty cats, they get their favorite treats, which are the Party Mix Friskies. So we got the apple overnight oats. If you watch the haul, you know that I already talked about this. There's a couple new flavors that Trader Joe's has rolled out recently, and the apple one is the one that I'm curious to see how it's gonna taste, if it has like a real apple flavor. I believe that everything in here, so it's almond beverage, rolled oats, dates, apple puree, dehydrated apples, apple puree concentrate, and cinnamon and salt. So it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. It should taste like apple. So I do want to note that this is gluten-free in case anybody wants to know. And I don't see it saying vegan on here, but there's nothing in the ingredients that's showing me that it's not vegan.
Oh, what about bacon?
No, there's no bacon in this. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's give this a little try and taste it.
Not bad.
Okay, this is my favorite flavor.
Very cinnamony.
I like that.
Yeah.
And there's actual chunks of apple in there, like the dehydrated apple, which is not dehydrated because it's in this mix now, so it rehydrates, but it has a really nice apple cinnamon flavor. Tastes really good, very fresh and crisp. For those of you that don't like the texture of like mushy baby food, this is not for you. Yeah. That's Tim. He doesn't like the texture, so no matter how good it tastes, it's not gonna be like his vibe. But for me, like I'm fine with having the overnight oats. It is soft and mushy. So like I said, if you are somebody that, you know, just has your wisdom teeth pulled out, this is the perfect food. Or if you're somebody that texture doesn't bother you, then yeah, this is a great flavor. I'm so loving this apple. I've tried them all, and except for the peanut butter, I haven't tried that one yet. This is my favorite so far.
You know, I had to question, like, are the overnight oats just absolutely jumping off the shelves at Trader Joe's? Because they have put out, like, what, 6 different flavors of it?
Well, I don't know if it's 6, but...
Well, there's almost 4 to 6, so something like that. And for me, I've never been a big fan of, like, oatmeal or oats in general, so it's kind of surprising that they keep coming back and having more. So it must be doing really well, I'd have to assume, right?
I think it's a trend right now where overnight oats is a thing. It's super easy to make at home. I've seen so many Instagram videos. I'm sure there's a million TikTok videos But it's like an easy thing to incorporate, to prepare overnight, and then you wake up in the morning, you have overnight oats. Now, Trader Joe's always takes it a step further and says, hey, for those that don't want to do it at night and don't want to prep at all, just come to our store and we'll have it ready to go. And I see like maybe that's the appeal. And I guess oatmeal's pretty satisfying. It helps fill you up for the day.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just one of those breakfast preferences that, you know, people go for. So I think the apple one's good though.
I'll take the pancakes for breakfast next time.
Okay, next we have some creamy Toscano cheese. This is my favorite. It's soaked in Chardonnay. All-time favorite cheese that they sell ever at Trader Joe's. I love this. So we just had our breakfast. We had our pancakes, we had our overnight oats, and now we're moving on to our lunch portion, I guess.
Our cheese.
Our cheese. I cut big chunks for Tim and I, because Tim likes this one too, right?
Yeah, I think so. You always talk about it.
I love it.
And I know, is it Rosé or another one that we had tried?
Syrah.
It was probably the Syrah.
The Syrah one's a year-round one.
Okay, well I remember trying it and be like, yeah, you're right, this one is pretty good. But this is the one you always talk about.
This is my favorite. Ready?
So, here we go. Ew, it's gross.
More for me. I don't even know what to say. I love it so much. I'm so excited it's back. And it's so creamy. It's called creamy, and it's creamy and delicious.
You know, it's just a good cheese. It's not anything crazy. Like the wine that's in there is so minimal. I don't know how much you really taste it. Maybe a little bit.
Oh, but you taste it.
I mean, I'm feeling a little tipsy already, but I think that when you add it with the rice crackers, or what are those flat ones?
Yeah, those are rice crackers.
Those are rice crackers. It goes really well together because they just kind of, I don't know, the crackers are very light, a little bit salty, and they just pair very well with this cheese. So I think if there's like a charcuterie board, or like you're having some people over and you just want to have wine and cheese, get this cheese with those rice crackers. You're set.
I love it so much. I'm just like munching on it right now. Tim's right. Those rice crackers are delicious with this. Honestly, I could just eat it plain. I could literally, I don't even need a knife. Just. I would never do that, but like I could do that. All right, we're in silly mood, so that means it's beer time. We have a new beer we're trying.
Favorite time.
This is the St. Bernardus Tokyo Belgian Wheat Ale. It's a product of Belgium, and have you had a Tokyo Wheat Ale? Or?
What is this? It's from Belgium, but it says Tokyo. Is it maybe
be
the
like
art?
Inspired.
Maybe it's just the art?
Maybe, or maybe it's like inspired with Tokyo beer. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with beer from Tokyo. I would love to go to Tokyo one day though, and try the food and all that. But yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting concept, and I'm not really familiar. There also is some writing on here that I cannot read.
Yeah, well, that's because it's not in English.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say anything about it, so 6% alcohol.
Maybe online. It might be online.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to try it and let you guys know how it is.
It's a good beer.
Ooh,
it's a good beer.
That's really good.
Yeah.
This is kind of like an Oktoberfest beer. I'm getting like Oktoberfest flavors in here.
I don't know. I get more. I mean, it is a Belgian beer, so it's more of that, like just a Belgian ale, like a white beer, a white ale. Like I love the lightness of it and everything that goes into it.
Yeah, it's great. It has a very nice creaminess to it.
Yes.
It is like one of these. It's a light beer, but it doesn't taste light. Like it has a lot of flavor, and it's really smooth, and it's easy to drink. And typically with beer, for me, it takes me forever to finish a beer. Like he will be on 3, and I'm still like halfway on 1, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I just can't drink beer fast." But I feel like this one, because the flavor is it's just so delicious that I could drink this beer much quicker than I could other beers. Plus, it's lighter. It just doesn't feel as heavy, if that makes sense. Okay, well, you know what goes really well with beer?
What goes really well with beer, honey?
Pizza.
Pizza! What do we have today? We got some baked pizza flavored pillow crisps.
Woo woo! Okay, so I have some info on these.
Ooh.
But I'm not going to say it yet because I want us to try it. I don't want to...
Don't taint it?
Yeah, I want to keep our thoughts. I mean, I heard about it, but I'm not going to taint your thoughts because I don't want you to know if it's good, bad, or in between.
Okay, well, they certainly are interesting.
They look like pillows, so I feel like that's an accurate description.
Yeah.
One thing I will say on here is there's absolutely 0 pizza seasonings in here. It's only flavored with natural flavors, which means chemicals. So,
oh yeah.
We'll see how chemically these taste. Let's try it. Let's just try it.
They're hollow.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, they're okay.
I mean, I feel ripped off. I feel ripped off. Gosh darn it. There's nothing inside of them. The actual pillow is so thin. You don't get anything out of it.
Honestly, it's like chewing shattered glass. It just kind of shatters in your mouth, and there's like shards that just break away. I do taste the pizza flavor. It's on the lighter side. You guys can skip this one. Like this isn't like, I was excited. I thought it was gonna be something, and it's okay. It has pizza flavor. Does it taste synthetic to you?
I feel like it's such a light flavor that it doesn't taste synthetic. It just doesn't taste like much. So
yeah,
it's a low-cal snack, I would assume. 130 calories for a third of the bag. So, yeah. I mean, it's all right.
It's okay. I mean, the flavors I'm getting are, I feel like I'm tasting a little basil. You get a little basil, like herby flavor. Like it's pizza
Tomato.
sauce.
Yeah.
That's what I'm tasting. It's like a pizza sauce. But I think all said and done, I don't know. It's just not for me. If you're somebody that wants like a kind of a mild snack, they're not overly salty, easy to just munch on, and you have that crispiness, like then go for it. Grab it. But like Tim said, it's literally air. Once you bite into it, it just shatters and it's like little shards. So if you are sensitive or you're afraid of stabbing your top of your mouth, these might not be it for you.
But what was the insider information? Like, what did you heard?
So I just read some of the crew members that have tried this, and they all, basically the majority of the group that tried it at their stores did not like it because they said it was flavorless. Essentially barely, like it's just air, you know, and there's just a small percentage of people that were like, they liked it. They thought it was good. And then, you know, there's a few people that were like, it was just meh. And I feel like I'm kind of in between. It's just meh. Like, yeah, I'm never going to buy them again. No. I just don't think so. And then another prediction from the crew is that they're going to be discontinued soon because they're not going to sell well.
I think so.
Which, you know, I think once you try them, you're probably going to be like, yeah, these, nah.
Honestly, though, if you took that bag, which is this big, and you took out all the air...
Small.
If you took out all the air inside of them, it would be this much product. It was like
barely. It'd be powder. Just like
it's like
teeny tiny amount of powder.
It's like they took the ingredients and they made the most minimal product possible.
Yeah.
And they puffed it up and they like made it look like you're buying more. Because I feel, like I said, I feel kind of ripped off. It sucks.
Well, maybe you can get creative and like mash them up so you do have a powder and like sprinkle them on top of something. Like mac and cheese. Maybe mac and cheese with some pizza topping. I don't know.
I mean,
sometimes you gotta get creative with these products that are just like, why? Like, what was the point? But you know what? We tried it. They're not terrible. They don't taste synthetic in my opinion.
No,
I just feel like they just don't have much flavor. The flavor you do get is more of like a pizza sauce flavor. You don't have like the cheese, and if you like pepperoni or anything, it doesn't have any of that flavor. So we are moving on to the final, dun, 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 the kettle chips that are seasoned with the Thanksgiving stuffing flavor, and
we're going to be comparing that to the Thanksgiving stuffing seasoned popcorn. This is brand new. Yeah. That's seasonal.
Exactly. They're both the same seasoning. Well, we'll see. We don't know if they're the same
stuffing seasoning.
They're supposed to be Thanksgiving stuffing. I'm assuming they would be the same, but that's why we're here to compare and tell you guys all about it.
And they're the same price. So it's kind of like chips
which one do you want?
Or popcorn.
Exactly.
So let's bust these open. Let's start with the seasonal. We'll go with the chips and then we'll move to the popcorn.
I agree. All right, got the kettle chips open. Something I wanted to note is that Trader Joe's is very well known for pretty much transforming any flavor that they like into a popcorn flavor. It's always going on popcorn. So it was only a matter of time before they put the Thanksgiving seasoning on popcorn and are selling it like they do the kettle chips, because these are a pretty popular product at Trader Joe's. Every year customers come in, they ask for it, they want to know when it's coming out, and they'll buy a ton of bags. Me personally, when I worked there, I just never saw the appeal because I'm not a Thanksgiving stuffing person. But we're gonna try them. Let's try them
and these kettle chips, the plain ones, have really good flavor. Yeah. So we'll see how these are. Packed with flavor.
Yep.
Yep. Definitely tastes a lot like Thanksgiving stuffing.
It sure does.
But I'll take the plain ones, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the initial flavor I got right away was gravy.
I mean,
it kind of tastes like gravy to me, but
it's kind of like oniony for me. Like,
okay, yeah,
oniony, gravy maybe, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's stuffing. If you've had stuffing, you know. And Trader Joe's also sells a stuffing seasoning, and I haven't seen that come out yet. But if you wanted to just buy the seasoning and season your chips and your popcorn yourself, you can do that too. Or season whatever you want to taste like stuffing, because that's kind of like they have an option for everybody.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try the popcorn now and see if it has a similar flavor and which one we prefer.
Okay, here we go. Right off the bat, this tastes completely different.
Totally different. Interesting. These are good.
I like these so much better.
I do too.
And it's not
the popcorn is better.
Yeah, it's not as like potent as those chips. Those chips were like, boom, there's flavor right in your kissa.
There's something just really good about these. I love these. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna like them as much as I do. Like if you're not a fan of the kettle chips as much, like I want to just preface this. I don't hate the kettle chips. I think they're still tasty. They're just not my favorite, and I wouldn't actually buy them on my own if I wasn't doing like these Trader Joe's videos, but I will eat them. For the popcorn, I would buy this on my own, and I would get it to munch on because it's delicious. It tastes so good.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, I probably wouldn't buy them again. It is very light, and it's okay. I don't get, like, by trying it, maybe a little bit actually, now that it's kind of sitting there, I just don't get the sense that it really tastes that much like stuffing, and I'm okay with that, but it's very light, so it's not really that like appealing to me.
I think it does taste like stuffing, the popcorn. It's different. It's a different flavor stuffing. It's like having two styles of stuffing at Thanksgiving, and you know, your aunt brought one and your mom made one, and you like the one your mom made because you're used to that one, and that's what tastes the best. Like that's my best example of it, you know? I still encourage you to try the popcorn because it is really nice. It's nice and light, it's a great little snack, and it has a good flavor. So I think all said and done, I'm very glad that there's options for people that want to try different things. Skip the crisps.
Get those out of here.
Get the apple overnight oats. This was great.
I mean, those pancakes were probably they probably stole the show.
Well, don't say that in front of the cheese.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Poor cheese. The cheese always steals the show. Okay, the pancakes.
Earmuffs. The pancakes.
We're parents, can you tell? The pancakes were absolutely phenomenal. Like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, those were
best frozen pancake I've ever had in my life.
I don't think we even really like pancakes.
We don't. We're not pancake people, but dang, I could eat those pancakes every day. They were delicious. So yeah, I mean, successful. The beer was absolutely fantastic. I think those first few products before we got to the snacks, that's my bread and butter right there. I love it.
All right. Do you have a question of the week this week, honey?
I do.
Oh, yeah?
Actually.
Okay.
So it goes along the lines of what I just talked about, which is your aunt makes a dish, your mom makes a dish. My question is, what's your favorite family or friend dish or whatever that you've tasted before that you just, every year, you're looking forward to that particular dish, and why? So I'll tell you mine.
Is it a Thanksgiving dish?
Anything. It could be Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever dish is your favorite, whatever holiday it is. It could be Valentine's Day. It could be just a special, like your anniversary. Whatever dish somebody else makes. I don't want to hear about what you make. It's something that you like from somebody else.
I'm gonna do it. Mine is gonna be something we make, but it was based on a recommendation from somebody. I think a viewer of ours. But you go first.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So mine is my mom's green bean casserole. I love her green bean casserole. Every year on Thanksgiving, she makes it, and as most of you know, I'm vegetarian, so I eat sides for Thanksgiving, and I love sides. And that green bean casserole every year, I'm like, Mom, make extra because I'm bringing it home, and she'll have a little Tupperware for me, and I'll bring it home, and I will eat it for days after, and just, I love it so much. And her mashed potatoes, I can't.
Well, she always.
She makes such good mashed potatoes.
A lot of times she makes it mushroom free for me.
Yeah, she does.
But
yeah.
Sue, make it however she wants it. It's all good.
Yeah, so that's like my favorite. I look forward to it every year. Okay, what's yours?
Okay. So I think mine was a recommendation from a viewer. It was, or a friend or somebody, but it was asparagus that has the cream cheese, or was it cream cheese?
Boursin.
Was it boursin on the inside wrapped in bacon? Or it was prosciutto?
No, it's prosciutto. Oh. You spread boursin on prosciutto, and then you wrap that around asparagus, and then you bake it.
That's right. Yes.
And that was actually from one of my old coworkers.
Okay.
Who told me about this. And I made it for the first year 2 years ago. Tim loved it so much that I made it again last year, and then I guess it's a tradition. So we'll be making
you made
it
it. I made it. Who's counting?
Yeah, Tim spread the boursin on the prosciutto and wrapped them. He did. He did make it because I'm just not a meat person. Holiday is the only time I will cook meat, and I'll cook the meat for everybody myself. Normally Tim makes everything when it comes to meat. So that's our 2 examples. Can't wait to read what your favorite dish is that somebody else makes for you. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, show us some love in the thumbs up department. Leave a comment down below, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!